And a sister called me from Wilmington, Delaware. I think she's a community activist or leader. And she said there's people in the community of Wilmington who want to know why is it taking you so long to get this school up. And I'm paraphrasing her, Baba. And we got some questions, and we want to be involved in the decisions. And I'm listening to this woman. And I said, and her tone was kind of provocative. She wasn't nasty. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, Baba, who is this person thinking they have a right to influence what we do?
Fantastic.
I got some sad news for you, though, Baba. The FDMG, Frederick Douglass High School, was vandalized. It was broken into and vandalized, and they destroyed my 5,000-volume private book collection.
Oh, my gosh.
While I was debating Arrow Musk, jealous Negroes here in the Delaware Valley broke into our high school and destroyed all of my African cultural artifacts and all of my books. They poured paint all over it and everything.
Oh,
so my heart is kind of heavy today, but, you know, we got to keep on pushing. We got to keep on pushing because in our high school, Bobby David, we have video surveillance.
I was going to ask that.
We don't have enough electricity to get a full-time video private security monitoring like we have on the elementary school. In other words, if you try to break into the elementary school, the police will be there within seconds. The alarms are going to go off. You know, the whole nine. We're like Fort Knox in the Garvey building. But in the Douglas building, as you know, we haven't started our renovations yet, so we're a little, you know, we're a little unprepared there. And unfortunately, some of my enemies took the liberty of me being out of the country and off the continent to go in and destroy my private book collection and my African artifact collection.
I am so upset. What is wrong with these people?
And, of course, the drug addicts, they couldn't wait to seize, you know, the opportunity to go in there and smoke. And when I pulled up, Bobby, there was kids running out of my school. I could have cried.
I'm crying
but
right
you know,
now.
If the children know the building is unlocked, that means y'all must have broken there right after I left the country, Bobby.
Oh,
you know, because, you know, children for the child, because they lock the doors off. You know, the door is closed. You wouldn't know unless you pulled on the door. So it's like, how did the children already know? I've only been gone 30 days. So that means they must have broke in not too long after I left the country, you know. And what hurts me the most, though, it's not even a break-in, Baba. What hurts me the most is I'm in a black neighborhood with black people and not a single black person, Baba, to call me, text me, or email me and say, Dr. Umar, somebody broke into your school. Ain't nobody do shit. They didn't cover the door up. They didn't try to lock it. I mean, you know, I don't understand that.
I don't understand.
Driving by, you notice my school, you see that it's vulnerable, and you don't tell me a damn thing. You know, so that really hurts me, man. That really hurts me. But I'm over it. I can't cry over it. I'm going to miss my books. Lord have mercy. I've been collecting them books my whole life.
Oh, my
You know, I'm going to miss it. But we're going to move on. You know, the building is secure now. The police said that they're now going to keep an eye on it. When they drive by, they see anybody sitting there. They moving them on. They will check the doors for me. Anybody get caught trying to break into the school, they're going to jail, and I will be pressing charges. I don't care. I'm pressing charges, and I'm suing folks. You know, so the police, they came, they took a report. Some of the people in the community said they're going to start going by the school every day to pull on them doors, make sure the drug addicts and haters, you know, are not trying to get back in. I mean, there's nothing in it to take now, Baba. They destroyed everything. I mean, I don't think nobody wanted any books anyway, so I think this was vengeance, Baba, because they really didn't steal anything. They destroyed everything. So they didn't want to read no books. They just destroyed it because it was mine. So,
and you know what's sad? Somebody else probably hired some black people to go and do that, because white people would have stood out.
That's possible. I definitely think we was involved. Whether we was the orchestrators or whether we was the perpetrators, we was involved, because not only did they break into the school and destroy my books and artifacts, Baba, they went to the back of the high school and spray painted on the wall outside. So let me get this straight. Y'all break in, y'all destroy his thing, and then you go outside behind the building and you spray paint two big spray painting vandalism signs. So this was a multi-step, you know what I mean, Bobby? There was some organization to this. There was some organization to this, because they didn't just break in and destroy. They actually went outside and spray painted too.
Wow.
And mind you, Baba, we haven't had any spray paint on those buildings in about 4 years. We haven't had any break-ins in about 4 years. So we've been doing good, but I guess they back at it now because we're so close to crossing the finish line with the elementary school. All we got to do is get the doors rekeyed. I think I have a brother who's going to rekey the doors, not the outside doors, all that's secure. The classroom doors so the teachers, can lock their rooms whenever they have to leave the classroom. So we just got to get the classrooms rekeyed, and we got to get the tile laid down. If anybody out there lays tile, I do got an elder, who's willing to come and help me. He's trying to work on that. But if by chance he can't get out there, I need somebody who can lay tile. That's all we need, Bobby. We're going to lay some tile and some vinyl, but I need a good price. Brothers are charging me too much money. I need a good price.
And you know what? I
once
saw.
we get that done, we'll be good.
I saw our brother Zumbi here in Philadelphia at Odunde, and I think that he does that kind of work. And I started to ask him, but at this point, I knew that you said that you were going to try to have it done by the end of May, and I wasn't sure if you had had it done by now. But I'm going to ask Zumbi if he is interested in approaching that situation, because I am so heartbroken, and it hurts me that a person like yourself that is trying to do something for our community, it's not no self-aggrandizement that you're doing it for the community. You don't have to sacrifice and do all these things and endanger yourself.
And Baba, and I'm not going to say this just to have anything to do with this, but let me just say this. But I did receive a very interesting phone call a couple of days ago. I don't know if I was in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I don't know if I was in Chicago, but I think I was in Chicago because, I spoke at the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies, Northeastern University in Chicago a few days ago. And a sister called me from Wilmington, Delaware. I think she's a community activist or leader. And she said there's people in the community of Wilmington who want to know why is it taking you so long to get this school up. And I'm paraphrasing her, Baba. And we got some questions, and we want to be involved in the decisions. And I'm listening to this woman. And I said, and her tone was kind of provocative. She wasn't nasty. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, Baba, who is this person thinking they have a right to influence what we do when you haven't helped us do anything? And so what I told her was, if those parents have donated to the school, they will be given input because our donors will have input because they're the stakeholders and the investors. But if you haven't donated, I don't care if you live in Wilmington, Delaware, or anywhere else, you don't get a say-so in this unless you help us do this. I'm bringing it up, Bob, because the entitlement is crazy. The fact that you got people who haven't helped you do anything. They didn't help you with the electric. They didn't help you find an electrician. They don't help you with the HVAC. They didn't help you with the roof. They didn't help you with the plumbing. They didn't help you with security. They don't even come by and pick up the trash on the street. Every time I go to the school, I got to pick up trash. You won't even do that. Y'all left my building exposed for weeks while I was out the continent. You got the audacity to ask me, why is it taking so long? And when can y'all come and tell me how I should run a school that you did nothing to help get up? It is amazing, Baba. The empowerment black people have is absolutely amazing. If I was a Caucasian, they wouldn't ask me a damn thing.
I am devastated. As a matter of fact,
pick up the trash.
As a matter of fact, I think now is the time that black people that appreciate you, like I appreciate you, should pour in as much love as they can. I'm still painting right now. I slipped in my bathtub a week or so ago and broke 3 ribs. And I'm in pain, and I wasn't able to work, and so my funds is low. But I'm gonna send you a contribution because now we really need to pour in and help to recuperate any of the damage that was done. I don't, not just white people, but black people. I don't understand. I said to myself, with all these crazy things going on in the world today, all these crazy things going on in the United States today, it's like the gates of hell has opened up and like they have taken over, and I have not given up. I still think that love is the answer, but we don't have enough love. There's so much hate going on in the world today. I don't know what we're going to do. It's just amazing. And you being a Ifa Tunde, what do you think that we could do as people? Because it seems like hate is taking over. What should we do?
Well, here's the thing, Baba. I'm very balanced and level-headed when it comes to this whole thing. I do have a lot of people in Wilmington, Delaware who love and support me. They come by, they give a lot of moral support. I got very little technical support, but I did get a lot of moral support, so I do appreciate them. What we got to do as a race of people, Baba, is we have to separate. There needs to be political segregation in the black struggle, because we can't just take people at face value no more. There's too many people in the community claiming to care about black people. All they doing is hustling grants, building their ego, looking to run for office, looking to make some money, looking to start trouble, looking to undermine other people. We really have to separate those who are genuinely interested in the struggle from those who are not. So, for example, I look at my life in these past 15 years that I've been global, and it's so tough because half the people you meet, more than half, 99% of the people you meet are either there to use you for their personal agenda, or they're there to try to destroy you because they're jealous they're not you. 99% of the people, Bobby, if I look back at 99% of the people I've met, they're there to get close enough to destroy you, or they're there to use you for their personal gain. That's whether that's romantically with women, whether that's publicly with the people, whether it's brothers who come to want to help. It's always the angle. I can't give you 5 people I've met in 15 years who are absolutely genuine and were only there to help me. I can't give you 5.
Well, you may not, but I count myself as one of the 5 because I love and appreciate what you do. Not just, you were doing so much even before you started the school project.
Even before 2010.
So I know what you're about, and I have the greatest admiration for you and appreciate the fact that you take your time to talk to our listeners at this radio station here. So I don't get $1 from your appearance on this station. Of course you help the show because you're like you said, very popular. Of course that helps the show a lot, but I don't do it for the show. I do it because I want to let people know who you are, what you're doing, so that we can all help you. Because I just don't get. I don't know what to do today, and I'm devastated. I'm gonna send you a contribution, and if other people are sad and injured, what can they do? I'm gonna start right now. How can people contribute and donate to you and your cause?
They should get on their PayPal. We only have PayPal at this time because the envious personalities of the jealous YouTubian struggle streamers, they had our Cash App shut down. So we only have PayPal now. So you have to go to paypal.me/FDMG Academy, paypal.me/FDMG Academy, or you can mail a check of money order payable to the FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. That's P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. That information is also at drumarjohnson.com. That information is also on my link tree. If they go to my Twitter, my Instagram, or my TikTok, Dr. Umar Johnson, Prince of Pan-Africanism, the real Dr. Umar on Twitter. I had to start a new Twitter page because somebody hacked my Twitter page, Bobby David.
So much hate.
And they can click on my link tree, or they could text message me for the right link. So if people don't know the right PayPal link, PayPal is much more secure than Cash App, so you can't really scam the way they scammed on Cash App with all the fake handles.
Yeah.
But on